Do you guys think I left my toast in the oven too long? I was like too lazy to take it out. I was literally just sitting at this chair and my toaster is over there, but I didn't want to get up and take it out while I was still waiting for my coffee to finish brewing in the mocha pot. So this is what I have to deal with. As I was taking my first bite of this, hopefully you guys appreciate that ASMR moment, but I was like, I feel like I definitely do have TMJ because I'm so stressed about this test I have to take today and the 2 other tests I have to take this week. I think I was clenching my jaw in my sleep. And today when I went to go like open my mouth to take a bite of the toast, like it hurt. Like I thought my jaw was gonna unhinge. And I feel like that's a symptom of TMJ. We'll look up on WikiHow later. I'm gonna do a first sip of my coffee. But I think it's a little too hot. We switched it up. It's a warm drink because I just want something like cozy and that's gonna soothe me. I just don't want to take this test. I could cry, actually. But that might be related to other things. Let's just take a sip. Okay, it's good. But I think I need more sugar. I added like the vanilla bean paste from Trader Joe's cinnamon. I just want it a little bit sweeter. I need to have my camera on while taking the toast, so I'm gonna make my bed. Even though I have the blur function on Zoom, I feel like you can still kind of tell, so I'm gonna make my bed. I've got my emotional support calico critter and some scrap paper. And as I'm waiting for the lady to let me into the exam, I'm thinking, like, how funny would it be if I brought my whole little collection of Sunny Angels and just had them sitting on my desk, especially because she makes us, like, show her our desk space to make sure we don't have anything that we'd be cheating with. And she just saw some naked little babies. If she's not aware of the lore of Sunny Angels, like, interesting. Same thing with, like, everyone that's in my class. Exam done. I finished an hour early. Did I get a perfect score? No. But I know exactly which questions I got wrong because it's the chapters I didn't really get a chance to finish studying. But since I have like an extra window of time I didn't think I was going to have, I'm gonna work on updating my reading journal, which is new. Because sometimes people ask me like, oh, what do you read? And I'm like, well, currently I'm reading this, but I just finished reading this. And they're like, oh, what's that about? And I'm like, ooh, I really don't know how to tell you. Like, go read the Goodreads summary, but I want to be able to remember my favorite parts of the books or things I enjoyed about a book. And I do want to start using the rating feature on Goodreads so I can get more curated recommendations. But I've always struggled with rating it because I think of like a rating on a scale of 1 to 5 for the book as a whole. It's really hard for me to kind of gauge where I would place a book on a scale when I'm thinking of it as a whole, versus I saw this girl on Pinterest, or a person on Pinterest, do a rating but break it down into these different categories. So based on the writing style, the plot, the characters, impact on cover. I don't know if cover is that useful, but like I am someone that judges a book by a cover, so how cute it looks on the lock screen of my Kindle does affect whether I'm going to pick to read it or not, and I think other people will also probably do the same. So I've been using that on a scale of 1 to 5 and just like circling it, and then I'm going to be taking the average of the ratings of each individual category and using that for my Goodreads. And then it's just like a basic summary, like a 2 to 3 sentence, and then my thoughts. Like I am literally reverting back to middle school and doing book reports, but for myself. The book I just finished reading was Uglies, which is literally a YA book, so I guess that's kind of fitting. And then I'm going to start this one, which is Temporary, and it's just about a girl that has like a bunch of temp jobs, is what I understood when I read the summary on Libby, which is kind of fitting for me because I always say I'm like literally like Trish from Austin and Ally, who each episode is getting a new job, and sometimes she gets 2 jobs per episode, you know, like that is me. So I feel like I'm gonna enjoy it. It's gonna be a nice light read. I'm not sure if this is in focus, but the key takeaway here is that I was too lazy to make lunch today. Well, really, there's not much to make lunch with, so I ordered Uber Eats. I wish we were still allowed to film at my gym because I finally learned one move that I was so confused about when I would see the like more advanced girlies do it in class. And I finally learned how to do it. Like, I feel like I'm gonna look so professional now